I'm getting older and I'm a property manager. Things are a little different now than they were a few years ago. So now I'm just kind of waking up today, and Peace of Mind Property Management is about 10 years old now. And the seasons are definitely changing, I think. As we get older, I think that we lose a little bit of energy, especially if we're not on top of our health. We get a lot wiser, and sometimes some of our obligations change. Sometimes we go from not having children to having children to having children that are almost graduating, and now children are out of the house, and I've got more money, and my goals have changed quite a bit. One of the beautiful things with property management is it can go along with those seasons. Also, on the same token, if you don't treat it right, it can also take up your time, and you can miss some of those beautiful seasons in your life. So depending where you are in life, I think property management can be a good thing or also a bad thing. I think that when you run a property management company, you have to always have the books in really good order. It is your fiduciary duty, and I think that in property management, handling the money is probably the biggest fiduciary duty. Having those accounts crystal clear and up to date is critical. So that needs to always happen, and you always need to be on top of your documentation, knowing your leases, your property management agreement. Those have to be done. Your legal has to be done, and then you have to be answering your phone. So those four things are very challenging, but through the seasons of your life, those need to be done. And some people can handle those a little bit easier than others. Maybe they have a team, and maybe they have their team really well organized, or maybe other people have more time. But whenever you go through these seasons of life, it's important that you can handle those four things. If you can't handle those four things, you might consider selling. If you have questions about that, I can help you. If you have any questions like, I don't want to sell, I don't ever want to sell my company, then you can talk to me too. And I can maybe create some systems for you that can help get you over those hurdles where you're doing those four things and you're doing great in your seasons of life. So my seasons of life has changed. I'm not new in the real estate industry anymore. Sometimes I always think I am, but I'm not. So if you have any questions or just want to talk, I'd love to have a cup of coffee with you and pick your brain on property management. Thanks.